1400 The Patriot, and we're sitting with Ron Thompson, Thompson Stewart PC, an attorney in real estate, estate planning, certified financial planner, tax strategies, real estate broker.
I'll cut you off and say, and Shawn Locke with Title Partners.
And Shawn Locke with Title Partners, who's we were talking just before the break there about the importance of titling issues. For instance, Michigan is an entirities state, and most of us don't know what the heck that means. So, Ron, why does that matter when it comes to titling? What's an entireties state mean?
Well, entirities, Paul, as you know, is a form of joint ownership between a husband and wife, and it gives you special privileges. Joint titling doesn't necessarily create asset protection, where with entireties property, that property is totally immune from either of the parties' creditors. Now, if you get a joint and several judgment against both of them, that's a different issue. But if, for example, a lot of my clients are high net worth physicians that invest in real estate, and by having their principal residence and husband and wife, they get sued for malpractice, for example, that house cannot be touched.
That's absolutely right. So it's an important to work with the right sort of experts to understand the playing field there and make sure you're getting the right counsel up front. And survivorship issues, when you get involved in investment situations, right, you want to be able to title it in such a way. Say there's 3 of us involved in a group that are doing real estate investments. God forbid something should happen to me. I want to be able to have my stake in that passed on to my heirs, right? So it matters
Absolutely.
how title is taken in that regard. So experts like Shawn Locke at Title Partners can help you think about that. But Shawn, you guys are not really there to offer advice, just to sort of tell people the playing field, right?
Exactly. We're going to see how it was titled, and we're going to facilitate that. That's our value in the process. That process, when you're purchasing a property, that's where you want to talk to a good real estate attorney and get the explanation of what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go with this, and look into the future. Because a lot of times what we see is, after the fact, my mom and I bought a house together, and she's passed on, but I now want ownership of the property. Well, you weren't entitled that way.
Right.
So you're going to probate court, and that's going to be a process. We're looking at 5 to 15 months in probate before you can sell that property. Mm-hmm. And people, unfortunately, only find out at that point they did it wrong.
Yeah, and there you go. So it really is a matter of, on the front end, getting the right kind of advice from the right kind of experts. That's why we're so glad to bring you each week some of Michigan's finest professionals. Ron Thompson, Thompson Stewart PC, is one of those, a special guest in studio today.